This might be the most insane Marvel teaser we've ever seen, and it wasn't even meant to be online. A leaked Avengers Doomsday teaser focused entirely on the X-Men just dropped, and honestly, Marvel may never top this one. From comic-accurate Cyclops, to Magneto's chilling speech, to Dr. Doom literally destroying the X-Mansion, this teaser is packed. Let's break it all down, because there are details here Marvel fans have waited over 20 years to finally see. This is now the third Avengers Doomsday teaser, and unlike the others, this one focuses entirely on the X-Men. And that was the smartest move Marvel could have made. There are so many characters in Doomsday that Marvel is clearly splitting the teasers by teams, but this X-Men version, it's the best one so far. Even in low-quality, shaky footage, the emotion, the scale, and the payoffs are impossible to miss. One of the most important details here isn't visual, it's audio. Instead of the Avengers theme, we hear a slow, orchestral version of the X-Men animated series theme. That alone tells us everything. Kevin Feige once said he agreed to revive X-Men the animated series only if the original voice actors returned and Marvel secured the rights to the iconic theme. That's why we've been hearing variations of it. Miss Marvel mutant reveal, X-Men 97, and now Avengers Doomsday. This version is darker, slower, bigger. It's X-Men, endgame level X-Men. The teaser opens with a slow tour through the X-Mansion, but something is wrong. Broken halls, collapsed walls, a shattered sign from Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters lying on the ground. This isn't before a battle. This is after, and Magneto's voice sets the tone. Death comes for us all. Right away, Marvel is telling us this movie will not be kind to the X-Men. We already know from behind-the-scenes footage that Sentinels are involved, but here's the twist. They're likely being controlled by Dr. Doom. You can actually spot magical runes etched into the Sentinel armor, the same kind of sigils Marvel introduced in WandaVision and Agatha all along. The idea is simple. Doom doesn't want to constantly recast spells, so he engraves permanent magic into machines. Technology plus magic equals classic Dr. Doom. Then we get that shot. Cyclops standing in the ruins of the X-Mansion, battle damage everywhere, a massive Sentinel foot beside him, and, for the first time in live action, comic-accurate Cyclops. This isn't just fan service. This is a payoff, decades in the making. Even the dialogue hints at his power. The question isn't if you're ready to die. The question is who you'll be when you close your eyes. That line hits differently when you remember Cyclops can't open his eyes without destroying everything. We then see Professor X moving through the mansion in his classic wheelchair, the same design from the original X-Men films. He enters a familiar room, a chessboard. Magneto levitates a piece mid-game. Yes, they're playing chess again. Magneto looks older, weaker. That's not makeup. Ian McKellen is 86 years old. Patrick Stewart is 85. This may genuinely be their final chapter, and that makes every moment between them feel heavy. Everything points to this. Dr. Doom attacks first. The X-Mansion falls early. The X-Men are already broken when they meet the Avengers, which explains why Avengers versus X-Men fights happen. Confusion turns into conflict, then alliance, just like classic Marvel storytelling. Leaks suggest some wild battles. Mr. Fantastic versus Nightcrawler, Shang-Chi versus Gambit, Captain America Salm versus Cyclops, Yelena versus Mystique, Professor X versus the Sentry and the Void, God Loki versus Dr. Doom. And yes, Dr. Doom wins most of them, just like Thanos in Infinity War. Doom isn't meant to be defeated here. He's meant to survive into Secret Wars. Most signs point to this being the same universe Monica Rambeau was trapped in at the end of the Marvels. It explains Kelsey Grammer's Beast, Professor X's presence, and the classic X-Men lineup. Deadpool and Wolverine? They're likely off on their own, entering the story later. Final thoughts. Even as a leak, this teaser feels massive, emotional, dark, comic accurate. Marvel isn't teasing. They're warning us. Avengers Doomsday is not a victory lap. It's a tragedy in motion. What did you catch in the teaser that I missed? Any Easter eggs? Any theories? Drop them in the comments. I'll feature the best ones in my next breakdown. If Marvel releases the HD version, I'll cover it instantly. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. So don't forget to subscribe.